Hi, hello you beautiful souls. Thank you for joining me today. Today is my energy update for the 14th of September until the 30th of September. Boy, what a time it's been lately. It has been very intense. So much is happening in our world, so much is happening around us and inside of us. And I hope you're all well wherever you are at this moment. So today I'm talking about what's been coming up in my clients and what I am seeing coming up in the collective energy over the next couple of weeks. So I've been traveling quite a bit. I'm a little bit late with this energy update because I've been so jet lagged, been in so many different time zones and places and receiving so many beautiful upgrades and downloads, information. And I'm happy to be here today with you and thank you for being here. I'm Carmen Delport, multidimensional healer, quantum healer, and channel. So we are looking at the next 2 to 3 weeks. So we've got so much happening energetically. We've got 7 planets in retrograde as well. So what we've seen over the last 2 weeks is just with my clients, I've seen them going really through some very big shifts. Okay, some very big knowingness, but also a slowdown. There's been a slowdown in everyone, a slowdown as to all kind of force you to look at certain things you've been avoiding looking at. Okay, and if you've been really avoiding it, you just want to block that, you don't want to see that, or you don't know where you need to look, because sometimes when we are so bogged down by so much information and what's happening in the world, we just don't know where to look, where to put our attention. So we're being forced to slow down so that we can receive the knowingness of where to look. So this is what's happening now at this very moment, the next 2 to 3 weeks and the last few days. We're digging deep, we're going deep, we are really slowing down to look deep inside of ourselves, because we've had since May, we've had so many changes happening in our lives, and we kind of revisiting the same traumas, the same themes, the same emotions at this moment in time, and we are just revisiting them again to release them for good so we can move on. Okay, so it's important to note this: we are changing right now. Okay, we are changing. So allow yourself the time and the space to go deep. Meditate, spend time by yourself, ask lots of questions to yourself, to your soul, to your guides. Ask lots of questions to those around you as well. Get all the information you can and look at it objectively. So take a bird's eye view. Look at what's happening, look at how you're feeling, look at the information and the guidance you're receiving. And then zoom in closer to where you are and just look at exactly where you are, because exactly where you are at this moment in time is very important, because we're receiving so much information over the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We're receiving so much information. Okay, so expect to be making quite important changes. Okay, so we are receiving a lot of beautiful energies from the great central sun, from our sun, and from our galactic families as well. So we're receiving all this beautiful information. Our bodies are becoming more light, more crystalline. We are physically changing. So in order to integrate all of this, we need to slow down. Okay, so you might be feeling quite tired, that you can only do so much. Okay, so allow that to happen, allow the integration to happen. And it really is happening. I was on a 12-hour flight over the weekend, and on the flight they have these touch screen TVs or monitors that you need to do everything by. And literally the monitor wouldn't pick up my touch at all. I had to ask other people to touch my screen for me, because I've got so much light, it's just not picking up my fingerprints at all. Very interesting. So many of us is noticing that. Many of us are noticing these changes happening, these small changes. That is very important. Okay, so we are also seeing around us people feeling very low in themselves, feeling very ill actually, and that is just symptoms of all these energies we're receiving from the universe, okay, as we're becoming more crystalline and as people are waking up as well, okay? So you're waking up and your body is changing. So allow all this to happen, slow down and be there for each other, okay? So we are also finding that we want to spend more time by ourselves now. We are, this week, spending for the next 7 days, 8 days, spending less time with other people, integrating thinking. We're observing, because we've got so much happening internally. We are shifting, okay? Like I mentioned, we've changed so much, and what's happening now is we're changing even again, because these traumas and patterns and emotions are coming up now again, and fears for us to look at, to release them, and to know that we are more than them, for us to upgrade, for us to become more our authentic selves. So allow yourself the time and space to ask questions. Okay, who am I now? What do I need to do next? What is in my highest and best good right now? Okay, do I need to change anything? Do I need to sleep? Do I need to eat healthier? Okay, all these things are very important for us to look at right now. So we are, with all these questions that we're asking, we are receiving new direction, new choices are coming up. Okay, so you might be changing your mind. Something that was maybe clear to you, that this is where I'm going and this is what I'm doing. Don't be stubborn. If now you're digging deep and it's saying to you that we're making slight change here, or we're making whatever, we're going somewhere else, or we're doing something else, or we're thinking differently, or we're being differently, look at it. Open to that. Don't be stubborn, like I say. You can change your mind because you've changed. And every time you change, everything around you changes as well. So allow your decisions to change. Allow it. Go with the flow and trust. Trust in yourself. Trust in your beautiful guidance from soul and your angels and guides. Okay? So we're slowing down because we are receiving this new understanding of who we are right now. This new understanding of who we are meant to be now. So boundaries are coming up again. Boundaries of how do you allow people in your life to impact you, and the same with your work, the same with your also limitations. You can only do so much in a day, okay? So it's very important now with these 7 planets in retrograde. It's very important to slow down, to think before you act. So be mindful that you can only do so much. So maybe make a list of the 2 most important things you have to do, and then the list of everything else that you want to do. Okay? So the two most important things are that you need to do that's in your highest and best good. Okay? And then go with the flow. Don't be hard on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Okay? So it's important to focus on what is the most important right now. Okay? Because there's so much happening around us. There's so much external noise that's distracting us from who we are and who we want to be. Cut out all the noise. Your mind might be very busy thinking of a million things at a time. Try to quiet the mind. Slow down. And just do what you can do. Let the rest fade away. Okay? Connect to soul for guidance. Go into your heart space. Ask soul for guidance. Okay? If you don't ask, you won't receive. And then be quiet. Allow the knowingness to come. Switch off the ego. Yeah. So yes, we're going through a massive big change at the moment. This is a life transformation, 2-3 weeks coming up. Okay? Our lives are literally changing. The way we're thinking is changing. The way our emotions are changing. So allow all this to happen. We are releasing the old. We are moving forward. Okay, we're moving forward into our new direction. So with so much going on inside of us, again, you might be feeling tired from all this mental stimulation, all this emotional stimulation. Just be kind to yourself. Okay, we all have responsibilities that we need to do. But really, if it's not necessary to do something today, can you move it to another day? Allow yourself that space to connect deep within, to receive the guidance, and to integrate everything that's happening. Okay, because the integration is so important. Like I say, I've been visiting so many places lately, and I've received so much information that I'm still integrating. Okay, my body will just stop me and say to me, okay, we are integrating, so slow down. So I sleep, I meditate, I ask what's going on, where are we now, what are we integrating? Sometimes I get answers and sometimes not. That's the way it goes. So we are releasing the old. Okay, so like I say, these old traumas and fears are coming up for us to release, to become this newer version of ourselves. We are receiving new wisdom and guidance as well from these completion cycles. Okay, so whatever is coming through, receive the wisdom, receive the guidance from it. Okay, so when you feel an emotion coming up, note it. Where is it coming from? What does this mean? Release it. And then ask, what is the meaning of this? Because now we are getting a different understanding of what's been happening the last few months. Okay, so let's say we got an understanding in July, and that's fine, that was our understanding then. But now we've evolved, we've had more lessons coming through on the same theme. So we're integrating that, we're moving through it, and now it's coming up again, the initial trauma, the initial emotion, for us to work through and to understand what we are releasing and what we've learned from it. as we're learning, we are changing, okay? But try not to become bogged down by trying to understand what is happening, okay? Why is something happening? Why did something happen? Why is it happening? That's a lot of questions I get at the moment from my clients. Why is this happening? Why am I feeling like this? Why? Try not to get too bogged down by it, but try to get a much further view of it, a bird's eye view of it, if you can, okay? And then just trust and go with the process, okay? Because everything happens for a reason. We might not know the reason now, okay? So I found that, the last few days I've been going through a lot of emotions because I've been jet lagged, I've been traveling, I'm in a new country again, a new time zone again, and I've got so much coming up, and I'm just trying to understand what is coming up, but I don't want to be bogged down by it. And what I found is, like, when I am moving away from it, like do something else, and then when I meditate, I ask the question, what is this? I might have to do it 3-4 times before I receive the answers, okay? So be kind to yourself. And don't get bogged down. If you don't get the answer to something, don't let it weigh you down, okay? The answer will come. Yes, so that's right. If we are resisting letting go, if we are resisting seeing something that we don't want to see, if we are, and I'm seeing this in quite a few clients of mine at the moment, is that they are resisting. Some of them are starting to see, some of them are starting to release. But if you are resisting whatever changes need to happen, boy, the energies will really drag you down, stop you, halt you. Right, come on, you need to see this now. You need to see this now. Now, this can be anything, okay? This can be an internal way of thinking, feeling. This can be a situation that you're in. It can be a relationship that you're in. Another thing coming up the next couple of weeks is relationships, okay? Coming up very strongly again. Is relationships equal give and take? You know, do you give as much as the other one? Is it a relationship of helping each other grow, of supporting each other? Okay, mutual respect. All that is coming up again. So we're looking at relationships, we're asking those questions. And if you can't be yourself 100% in a relationship, you need to look at it. Which brings me to communication. Communication is really coming up strongly as well the next couple of weeks. Communicate what you need. Communicate who you are now. And you can only communicate what you know. So we're looking deep, we are making the inner shifts, we are communicating clearly who we are now in our relationships. And it's both ways. We're also listening at what others need, who they are now. Because we're all changing. So the next couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, communication is key. Misunderstandings can happen quite easily. So make sure that what you say is understood. And if you're having these very important conversations that's coming up over the next 2 weeks, very important. If what I'm seeing also is, let's say maybe past relationships, you want to, it's coming up for review. So having that final conversation to finish that cycle, important conversations coming up. In your work life, your personal life, make sure both parties understand each other really well, okay? Also, under these retrograde energies, a lot of confusion, double check all information. So if you are booking If you are ordering anything, you're signing any contracts, if you're booking flights, make sure you check every single detail, okay? Because if you don't, you won't. So, yes, so the moment we feel like we're pulling teeth, because it is like we're working through such deep stuff and we're receiving all these energies and we're shifting and changing so much. So we're asking lots of questions. So we're freaking out a little bit as well. I've seen my clients freaking out because so much is happening at once and they don't understand what's happening. And also there is this new feeling of being lost because so much is happening. It is like, who am I now? I'm feeling lost. Who am I now? And that's okay. Write those energies or book a session with me. And just, be kind to yourself. Very important. Yes. So just remember you are allowed to change your mind. Okay? And those around you as well. In these energies now, we are changing our mind. Things are changing. So allow the space for things to change. Okay? And accept the changes. No point getting upset about it. Just see what you can do about it and go with the flow. That's all we can do. Yes. So this is a time to get organized. Okay? So organized as in we're focusing on the detail. So as we're doing this deep inner work, we're getting answers of what is very important to us now. What is your dream? What is your vision? And what is the detail of getting you there? It's a detail for now. Okay? Don't look too far ahead. It's the details for now. What is the steps you need to take now to get there? Okay? So this is a life-transforming period, people. All your beautiful souls. New choices are coming. So pay attention. Relationships are coming up. So ask these questions, okay? And then meditate. What is in my highest and best interest now? What is in my best good? What is in my highest good right now? See and feel what's coming up. Okay? Very important to look at what you are consuming, what you are eating, what you are seeing, what you're looking at, and what you are hearing. Okay? Because that is what's shaping you. That is what's shaping your energy, your vibration, and that is what you attract. So if you eat healthy, vibrant food, you will be healthy and vibrant. If you listen to beautiful things, you will hear beautiful things. If you look at beautiful things, of course, if you look at things that's in your highest and best good, that is what you will receive. Of course, we all need to know, well, we don't have to know what's going on in the world. I don't know what's going on in the world at all. But part of my mission is seeing what's happening around me, seeing the hurt in people, seeing the hurt in society. That's part of what I'm doing. So just be mindful of what you are seeing, okay? Because that shapes your vibration. And your vibration is what you send out of the world and what you receive back. Okay? Yes. Okay, so we're coming to the end of September where we are receiving an overload of information. Okay, we'll be having aha moments, and we will be getting a knowingness of what to do next. Okay, so things will start falling into place. Fingers crossed. Slowly but surely. We are seeing things clearly from our bird's eye view. We're understanding it differently, and we can now make the changes because we've done all this work. We can now make the changes, and we're receiving the information. Okay, so just trust, and be kind to yourself. As always, live from your heart, your beautiful heart. Speak from your heart. And how do you see the people around you? Very important. So a very powerful period we're going to go through until the beginning of October. Extremely powerful period. So I'm sending so much good vibes for all of this. Okay, if you need any help, if you need a healing session with me, please feel free to contact me. I'm available for Zoom sessions. My new website will be out probably by the end of this week. Yay! Finally, I've been so slow with that. And very important to, live from your heart. Be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to those around you. I am here in Mexico now. I mean, it's boiling hot, first of all, but secondly, I am amazed at how people can be so unfriendly, I guess. Not the locals. I mean, there's many tourists here, and I look at them and their energy is just so low, and I'm just, smile, pick up your vibration, eat healthy food, be kind to yourself, listen to your soul, do something that makes you feel good. Go swimming, go in the nature, do something that will make you feel good. But also we're seeing these people in these very low moods at the moment because, like I say, there's so much happening in the world. Now, this is a message from my guides to you. Remember, every single one of us can receive divine guidance. We just need to ask. Become quiet and receive. Okay? Much love to all of you. I hope you found this energy update useful. If you do, please like it, please share it, please comment. I appreciate every single one of you.